Okay, so all week long, I've been getting questions about teams. So a lot of people are taking people like newer agents and they're forming a team. But the one thing that I've seen, the reason why teams kind of disband is because there's no structure. I mean, there's a lot of reasons, but I just want to hit on one point here. So the first thing that you need to know if you decide to start a team is you need to have communication. Communication is critical, especially if they're new agents and especially if you're a newly formed team. So I would have 2 meetings each week. One is a team meeting. Now, what a lot of people, the biggest mistake people make here is they'll make it like an hour long. It doesn't need to be an hour long, especially if you only have like a few people. So make it like 20 minutes. Everybody reports their numbers for the week. They report their goals. They, as a team, say what's working, what's not working, you move on. If people on the team start giving a story about why they made their numbers, why they didn't make their numbers, any kind of story, that's not what you're looking for. You're just looking for a report. Now, this meeting is a standing meeting. Do not sit down. It's 20 minutes. Everybody needs to go on about their day. It's usually best too if it's like in the morning, like a morning huddle. That way people don't miss it. It can be done over the phone, over Zoom, in person. Doesn't matter. It just needs to be standing. The other one that people make a mistake on is that they'll start off doing like one-to-one meetings and they'll start off really strong and doing them really well. Now, then they'll like stop doing it. So what I recommend here is to also shorten the time frame. This is not a counseling session. It doesn't need to be long and drawn out. You're either doing what you said you would do or you're not doing it. And it's, as the team leader, it's your job to coach people forward. So this again is like 20 minutes, no stories. You got me? No stories. Like, it does not matter why. It only matters, did you do it? Did you not do it? If your goal is, say you're brand new, your goal is to make 20 contacts a day, that's 100 a week, and 2 weeks in a row, you've only made 50, you're not gonna make your goal for the month. And that is the conversation that you as their coach needs to have. Now, the other benefit, besides having short meetings, the other benefit of doing it weekly and staying consistent is it's a lot easier to stay consistent on a 20-minute meeting than it is on like an hour-long meeting. This is also done kind of like at the beginning, a time that's really not changed and that everybody's pretty much always available. Now, a key thing here for this is the consistency. What usually ends up happening is things go really well. It's like, you get a new boyfriend, things are going really, really well in the beginning, and then a couple of months down the line, things change. It's the same with employees or, whatever you want to call them, people on your team. So you have to be consistent, the 20 minutes, and the reason is because when things start going bad, as they will, things will happen. It's a lot easier to talk about it in your consistent meeting every week than it is to all of a sudden you don't have a meeting, but you only have it when something's wrong. People know that and it doesn't feel good. So every meeting when you have the week, you do the same thing. What were your goals? What are your new goals? Did you make it? Did you not make it? What do we need to work on? And you just push it forward. So do those 2 key meetings, especially if you're thinking about joining a team. But truly, before you start a team, I encourage you to call me. I can help you. We've had teams of all sizes. I've helped teams with all sizes. Let's have a conversation first before you run in this direction. Just like selling a house, there's a lot of ways to sell a house. There's a lot of ways to form a team. It doesn't have to be a team in the traditional sense. So give me a call, 513-400-1691, or you can message me on social media or my email, jennifer@teamsynergy.com. All right, bye.